Hey! Hello everybody.
We're back again.
Yep, story time.
So that means it's nearly bedtime.
You hope you've had a good day.
Yeah, I hope you've had a lovely day and the sun's been shining. You've been out playing in the garden, so you must be tired. So today we're going to read you from the Teddy Bear Stories and Rhymes, Whizz, Fizz, Bear.
Ooh.
So if you're ready,
Then I'll begin.
then we'll begin. Nigel liked a nighttime nibble. As soon as the house was quiet, he would creep downstairs and explore the fridge. Nigel's favourite food was cheese. And one day, Nigel's owner, Harry, popped something really tasty into the shopping trolley. "Good heavens, Harry," cried Dad. "This cheese is exceptional." Nigel waited impatiently for night time. At last the house was quiet. Murmured Nigel as he sampled the latest flavour, and before he knew it, Nigel's nibble had become a mammoth meal. Can you see Nigel creeping down?
Nigel's nibble. Watch out for that.
Come on, Dad.
How? Now Nigel was feeling thirsty, very thirsty. He delved deeper into the fridge. Look at him going into the fridge.
Naughty Nigel.
Because it's cold in there. Bother, grumbled Nigel. This carton of orange juice is empty. But then he saw the bottle. Fun Fizz, said the cheerful label, and then in smaller letters, guaranteed to quench your thirst. Nigel reached for it eagerly. He'd never managed to open a bottle by himself before, but this time he was in luck. The bottle was half empty, and the cap was loose. Whizz fizz, a million bubbles tittled Nigel's nose.
That wasn't easy to say.
It wasn't. See all the, where is it? Yeah, see all the bubbles there, tickling his nose. Can you see that?
Look on his face. Whizz fizz, Nigel had never tasted anything like it. Very soon the bottle was empty, and then Nigel noticed the crate. It was parked by the back door, and it was full of fizz.
Nigel skipped across the kitchen, but this time he was out of luck, because though he tried every single bottle, he couldn't open any of them. Reluctantly, Nigel padded back to bed, but he couldn't get the fizz out of his mind.
Nigel tossed and turned. He'd never been so thirsty. Then suddenly he found himself back in the quiet kitchen again, and this time it was a different story. "Whizz, fizz, wow!" cried Nigel as he opened the first bottle with ease. "Being thirsty must have made me stronger."
Whizz fizz, whizz fizz. Nigel worked his way steadily through the crate. By the time he reached the last bottle, he was feeling light-headed, light-poured, and "Help!" cried Nigel. He was so full of bubbles that he'd begun to float. Pizza. Just like a helium balloon.
First Nigel glided through the kitchen, next he hovered in the hall, and then whoosh he floated up the stairs and into Harry's bedroom. "Oh no," cried Nigel, "the window's open." Look at that.
Floating around the kitchen.
Can you see the little spider there?
No. Where is it?
There.
Seen it.
Oh, there's
Seen
one there.
it.
There's one there drinking out of the fizz bottles.
Can't see that either. Seen it. Nigel was in a panic. He didn't want to fly off into the night. He would be heartbroken to leave his happy home and fridge. So with a desperate lunge, Nigel grabbed hold of Harry's bookshelf. Crash! Down came all Harry's books, and so did Nigel.
Oh, look at that. Slowly he opened one eye, but all Nigel could see was the familiar design on Harry's wallpaper. Gradually Nigel came to his senses. Then suddenly he gave a great whoop. "I didn't drink all that fizz after all," cried Nigel. "I've just been having a nightmare and I've fallen out of bed."
Nigel wriggled with relief, but he was still thirsty. Then he saw the tumbler of water. Harry's dad had left it by the bed, just in case the new cheese had made Harry thirsty. Nigel drank deeply, then he settled back into bed and a happy, dreamlike sleep.
The next day, Harry's family had visitors. Harry and Nigel were on their best behaviour, and when the drinks were poured, Nigel shook his head politely at the fizz.
No thanks, he seemed to say. Mine's an orange juice.
Look at him there, drinking that orange juice.
And can you see the spiders? There's a spider in every picture, isn't there?
And you see him sat there, because that's where he thought he'd fallen out of bed. So because it's Sunday, we are going to read you an extra bit, so another poem.
A poem called?
And this one's called My Bear.
My Bear. My Bear? My Bear.
My Bear.
Okay. Nana's Bear.
I'd like to be a pilot and hurtle through the air, but even if I loop the loop, I still would need my bear.
I'd like to be a jockey and ride a frisky mare, but even if I won the race, I still would need my bear.
I'd like to be a gymnast and dangle for a dare, but even if I wowed the crowd, I would still need my bear.
I'd like to be a pop star with rings and purple hair, but even if I made you scream, ah, I still would need my bear.
I'd like to be a teacher, what lessons I'd prepare, but even if I knew it all, I still would need my bear.
It's fun to plan and daydream, it's better still to share. So even when he's old and worn, I still will need my bear.
Oh, can you see all those things? Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that.
Yep.
And I hope you sleep really, really well.
So do
and we
I.
love you loads and loads.
We do.
And missing you loads,
yes.
aren't we,
Yeah, we
Grandad?
are. So I'm glad we can do this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see you soon.
Yeah.
You be good. And
so,
night, Ruby.
Ruby and
Max.
And
Night, Torben. And night, Atty. So you be good for mummies. And love you loads and loads. And speak soon.
Love you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.